Welcome to Is Luella. Today we have a special guest here from all the way from San Jose, and her name is Jennifer Rosenblum, who is the executive director of Skin Game. And the second guest we have is my girl, the amazing licensed esthetician Tamika. Let's welcome them to Is Luella. Welcome.
Hi.
Hi.
Thank
Hi.
you for having us.
Tamika, I am so happy to have you here today with
We
us.
appreciate it.
Welcome.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you. And Jennifer, welcome.
And thank you for having
Thank
me.
you. Tamika, let's talk about your profession. I understand that you are a licensed esthetician, also a makeup artist, and a creative director. Let's talk about some of those specialties that you are so good at.
Well, I've been doing makeup for about 7 years now. And I started out actually, I went to esthetician school, which is skincare. You do facials and peels. And so I learned all about skin, but they did have makeup implemented there. So upon graduating, I started working with a body painter named Trina Mary. She's like one of the top body painters back in the day. She's pretty well known. So I was her painter for a couple years, and also I started doing many charity fashion shows just to get my feet wet. And I've done the Arthritis Foundation Sustainable Fashion Show, which is mine actually, and Sandra Hand's. So the sustainable fashion shows where we're trying to bring sustainable fashion into the media. I'm into the mainstream of fashion. So because I don't know if you know, fashion's one of the largest risk polluters in the world, and beauty products goes along with that. So then later in my career, I've done so many charity shows and fashion shows. I hold about maybe 4 a year. Do Fashion on the Square, sustainable show, and then the Arthritis Foundation and foster care. But on my journey, I happened to meet my beautiful friend Jennifer right here, and she's actually taken it up, to a whole nother level for all of us estheticians, because we're kind of a quiet group, And I was lucky enough to meet her and honored enough to be a part of the Skin Games, which really, it's like a life changer and game changer for me, and I know for everyone in my profession, honestly, that takes part of it. So I'm really grateful to Jennifer and Frank for coming up with this platform for us to be show our art and what we do. So it's an amazing thing. So
I totally agree with you. What we're talking about, ladies and gentlemen, is that Jennifer Rosenblum has created something that is off the chain that we are going to let her really describe it to you, because she has this event that she do annually that's called the Skin Game. And I also recommend that you also take time and look at it on YouTube. But Jennifer, please tell us, how was you inspired to start Skin Game?
Well, thank you, and thanks for rocking my boat. So one of the things that I noticed in our field is it's very expensive to take a class, to get your license, and it's only 600 hours, but a lot of these schools are charging upward to $30,000 to $40,000, and people are getting in debt, going through this, and when they're getting out, about 80% probably stay in the business after 3 years. So it's very hard to support yourself in this field, because either you're working for a spa or even a medi-spa or something like that, where you're only making probably $10 to $15 an hour, or you're working for yourself. And if you're working for yourself, it's very hard to get clientele. It's hard to support yourself to get past that 3 years to actually make it. So anyway, so I saw that as a big problem. And what I did is, when I got out of school, I went straight into an internship, thought I wanted to be in the medical area, and I didn't like that. So I actually went to one of our industry trade shows, and I decided to, I was looking for a line to, because I was going to go into business for myself. And somebody actually tagged me down and said, "Oh, would you like to, model for this skincare treatment?" And I thought, all right. So anyway, I did that. I ended up liking that skincare treatment so much that I ended up being the USA distributor for that line. and importer as well. So it's 2B Bio Beauty. It's a Belgium skincare line, and I love the product line. But anyway, trying to be a small distributor in a big pond. At these trade shows, most people get like a 10 by 10 space. And with these 10 by 10 spaces, they cost to get everything, you're looking at about $6,000, which is really expensive, right? And then you're competing against the big guys, that, they've got, 12 squares, So anyway, it got to a point that I just thought, is everybody really making their money back on these things, And so I kind of looked around and, it didn't seem like there was a lot of transactions going on. And I thought, geez, are they making it really well? Or anyway, so I found out that this was a problem for a lot of distributors because, or even manufacturers, because they are, the trade shows aren't doing as well as they used to because we have the internet now.
Right.
And, the magazines aren't doing as well because you can Google anything. So, you don't really need to hope that, a magazine has the content you want to read. So that's why, we have beauty shows, we have makeup shows, we have hair shows. We've never had a skin show. And even in the Oscars and some of those things, you find they always ask, who does your skin? And you can't have really good makeup unless you have, you take care of the skin. Yeah. The skin is the canvas, so we always say. So anyway, I just said, you know what, we need a skin show. And so that's what I did. That's how I created the Skin Games.
And that's great. And the other thing I also wanted to say about you, Jennifer, and to say to our viewers to let them know that you are also a distributor and you're also a spa owner. And I noticed
and licensed esthetician.
And a licensed esthetician. And then I also like that at the Skin Game that I saw that there was a lot of vendors there. So it's also a good opportunity for cosmetologists, makeup artists, film producers who really want to explore really like the new up and coming things that are out there, because I'm telling you, the Skin Game has some amazing things that you have never seen before. And what I understand is that the Skin Game event is not just for the US, but it's for nationwide, worldwide. So Jennifer, tell us how can anyone that's interested in signing up for the next competition of the Skin Game, can you go a little bit and explain to our viewers what is the process for signing up for the Skin Games?
So the Skin Games is an international competition for estheticians and makeup artists and lash artists now. And basically all they need to do is to register. If you're a makeup artist, you don't need a license. You just need to be a makeup artist. So anybody can enter and give it their best shot. But basically you get to pick out of different categories. For instance, in the skincare industry, in the skincare portion, there's acne, aging, hyperpigmentation. So what they do is they basically pick a category and they have 8 weeks to do the best results that they can. And they'll take a before picture and an after picture. And then each week they're going to turn in a video diary kind of explaining what they're doing. So they're kind of beauty blogging. And for the makeup portion, we coupled with Skin Inc. magazine, and they have 3 trade shows. And we have a stage at their trade show. So the makeup artist, and I've got to say, this is one of the winners of the Avant-Garde, and she also got the Skin Inc. magazine award for the year at our last games. And so what they do is they compete at these 3 trade shows, and the finalists are picked, and all the finalists are picked in all of the categories. And what happens is the finalists get chosen to go to our live show. And this year our live show is going to be in Las Vegas.
It's going to be awesome. Yeah.
It's going to be actually Las Vegas, June 2019. And we expect to have about 2,000 people for dinner. And it's a dinner award show, and it's the only one of its kind. So, Tamiko, I think you're participating in that one too.
I am actually. I have something pretty fierce planned for it. I have to keep upping my game because there's so much talent involved in this. And actually, Jennifer has this knack for getting the most amazing judges. Like we had Michael Moore as a judge, and then
we had Connor McCauley.
Yes,
who
very famous makeup artist.
He was the first one to win that show Face Off, which is on Sci-Fi Station or something.
Excellent.
And in the aesthetic line, she's already had LaBelle, who's my hero as far as skincare. So Jennifer just has a knack just to get right in there with the top. So it's a really intense competition, and you have to give it your all. It's just a great thing to be a part of, I think.
And Luella, we get some really fun talent for the
Yes.
entertainment portion of the trade, not the trade show, the award show. Like last year, we had All Beef Patty, who was one of the top 5, and I think America's Got Talent. I think, but super fun.
Yes.
That's great.
She does. She has amazing talent. It's just a beautiful show, and everybody just like kind of meshes together well, and they're all very supportive of each other. I loved it.
Great, you know,
it was actually
really
one of the best
only,
things I've done.
And it's not only that, it gives these people confidence. So maybe they're not going to drop out after 80% because now they're going to have a whole support network to deal with. So will you come to our show next year?
Most definitely.
So will you come?
Most definitely. Because after the footage, meeting you, and ladies and gentlemen, I also wanted to let you know that today Tamiko Carillo did my makeup. And I'm just loving it. So this is one of the prime examples of how great she is. And a little later on, she's going to actually bring up her model, Lacey, who will be doing the demonstration with Tamiko with makeup. So our topic today is about Tamiko.
Yes.
I want to talk about how did you feel when you took first and second place in Skin Game?
I actually didn't know I was I thought I was going to present an award for Jennifer at that moment. So I was kind of shocked when I got it. I mean, but let me tell you, it actually was one of it was one of my peak moments in life. You know, when you always reach a milestone. It meant so much to me. I felt joy like for several weeks after. I mean, I still do. Very proud of it, and it just, she like really touched my heart. I mean, this whole experience was like so. I don't even have words for it. Like, and I know that all the estheticians felt this way. We all got together and got Jennifer an award because we're so grateful. You know, I mean, it was just really, and it's like the Academy Awards. The way she puts this on, it's like fabulous. So it just really was really a beautiful experience, and I hope that everybody, you know, can try to enter this if they're interested in makeup.
Jennifer, I would like for you to tell our viewers how to contact you, the website on how they can follow up with the Skin Game.
Right. And you can actually just go and you come to the award show if you're not a makeup artist or an esthetician. Yeah. You can go to www.theskingames, and that's theskingames.com. And you can reach me at info@theskingames.com.
Welcome back to Is Luella. Next you're going to see is Tamiko Carillo along with Lacey Newell, who's going to be doing a demonstration of her makeup appliance.
Okay, so we're going to start off with a basic contour, and she might look a little bit native at first, but do not fret because you will see what happens. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to cut into her nose like that. Yeah. Maybe turn this a little bit. So we're just going to go along her natural cheekbone. And I know that looks really dark for some people, but so whenever you want to emphasize a face, you're going to put a light color. Wherever you want to take away attention, you're going to put a dark color, okay? So Lacey has like a smaller forehead, so I'm going to put more of a lighter color on it. And then I'm going to cut in cheekbones right there. Okay. Now I know that looks probably like strange to most of you that don't do makeup a lot, but once it's blended in, it looks pretty amazing. So I'm going to show you. You see? There you go. And there you go. I'm just kidding. So, this is called blending it out. This is a great brush for it. I got this one in Pearl. And we did Luella's makeup today. How did you like that, Luella?
Oh, I love it. It's beautiful. You did a fabulous job.
Thank you. So I teach an app. I do an app on Sundays, called UCAM. So to teach makeup for about an hour every Sunday. You just download it and watch if you want to ever learn makeup too.
And what is the link?
It's an app in the App Store. It's called You Can Makeup. It's like one of the largest downloadable makeup apps right now. So I'm on at 3 o'clock on Sundays. And I just teach makeup tips and skincare. We could have you on there one day.
Oh, yes.
And see how great that looks?
Oh, yes.
Right? 100%. Thank you. Right. So it just blends in there?
Mm-hmm. I don't seem the same color anymore.
Right. The first time I had my model look in the mirror and she saw how I cut it out like this, she was like, what are you I'm not like going to, a war or something. It's funny. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and let you see her face.
Oh, wow. Right? Beautiful.
I'm going to come in with some blush a little bit. And this is like a very fast makeup application. Usually we get about 15 minutes or 20 minutes with each model. I'm just showing it, a quick tip if you want to just get it done real quick and how you can accomplish that.
And then these are great tips for people to use in the summertime when they're stepping out.
Right. And this is like a very good natural look, right, for the summer. And you can actually take this look up into an evening look quite easily too. You just smoke it out a little bit, So I'm just going to cover the whole eye palette like with a neutral tone. And I'm going to place, do you see I'm rolling this on, just placing the eyeshadow? So you can see how that eyeshadow grabs better.
Oh, yeah. Wow, Lacey.
Lacey, she's a great canvas to start with already. So she's a great model, Lacey.
Yes.
Has modeled for me several times.
She has beautiful skin.
Thank you. She taught me skincare.
That is the great thing about Tamiko. You can learn many things besides makeup appliance, but also how to take care of your skin.
I typically have dry skin, and she's taught me a regimen to keep my skin hydrated.
Wow.
Yeah, Lacey did. She did have quite dry skin when I met her, and I saw her again. I couldn't believe the level. Like, she's taken her skincare. I saw it immediately. I can tell.
And do you have like makeup for sensitive skin?
So I actually am more along the lines of using like sustainable, healthy makeup. Actually, because I'm very much into ingredients, and that's what I stand about. I actually forgot to tell you about that. I'm making a movie on sustainable fashion and ingredients and the importance of it. So I do like to use a more natural-based makeup. I use like mineral air makeup. I use it. And I just care about what you put on your face.
That's important.
It is. It really is. It's actually the most important thing.
Have you noticed with the makeup that you have on now, it's very lightweight.
Yes.
You can't even feel
yes.
it.
It feels so natural. I really like how you just applied and makes everything so simple for the makeup artist or the client. Yeah.
Thank you.
And I love the color selection. It's beautiful. It goes perfect with the skin tone.
Yeah, and I'm trying to go with a more natural because I just looked at the overall look.
Because it doesn't matter like what type of attire that you're wearing. You want to kind of consider what colors and what type of makeup you want to apply on the skin. Is that correct?
Exactly. That's why your color combination is awesome. You have the gold on it. Then I went in with more of, what is this color? Avocado, a little bit, and then I put a little bit of black into your eyes too as well. So Lacey, I'm going more so with the peach colors, and then I got a little bit of the greens in there. nice to put mascara. And mascara really gets Lacey's eyes like popping, right?
Mm-hmm. The mascara really does highlight the eyes.
She's got those beautiful blue eyes. And a secret I'm going to give you guys, a trick, is a lot of people don't get these little tiny hairs right here on the inside of the eyelid.
Mm-hmm.
Very important. It does, you know, encompass the whole eye, and that's what it brings out. But people tend to put mascara right in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
They forget about these little ones right here.
They're just as important.
And let me
as the
tell you,
rest.
it makes a world of difference. You want to make sure you get all the eyes, and then sometimes you can jiggle this a little bit so it gets the whole eyelash. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I do know.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and pull down your lid, look up.
And what are some of the colors that you're using?
So I used a gray and avocado, and I used the neutral. And this is just a black mascara. So if Lacey wanted to go out, all she would have to do is put some false eyelashes on.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, you know which, I mean, if we have time, I could do just to show you. And then if you have any like mess-ups, you just go underneath concealer.
And are you also on Facebook?
I am. Tamiko Carillo. Tamiko Carillo on Facebook. I actually have a YouTube channel as well.
Mm-hmm.
Tamiko Carillo. I have a lot of my Skin Games things on my YouTube channel. And I have some of my videos for the sustainable movie I'm doing.
And do you have a link for your website?
So my website is just being made right now. It's going to be loveofmakeup.com. So it's going to be done pretty soon. So I'm pretty excited about that.
Wonderful. Because we want to make sure that our viewers will be able to follow you. And what is your talk show?
It's the UCAM app, YOUCAM, and it's on Sundays at 3 Pacific Standard Time. And we get about 30,000 and on up, but I know we have 1 billion downloads. They just teamed together with L'Oreal and Sephora and all them. So I'm pretty excited. We do beauty one-on-one, and we also do you know, interviews. I have different models, and I'll take them to the makeup show, and I just show them what it's like to be a makeup artist. So it's pretty cool.
Well, Lacey Newell's looking really, really beautiful. I hope that you have enjoyed our topic of skincare today, because I want you to always believe in yourself and know that beauty is really on the inside. The makeup only highlights what's already there. Until next time, I want to thank all my camera crew, and I want to thank my special guest, Jennifer Rosenblum, the Executive Director of The Skin Game. And also I want to thank Tamiko Carillo, who is the licensed esthetician and makeup artist, who was fabulous today with Lacey Newell. Thank you, and look how beautiful Lacey Newell looks. Until next time, bye-bye. It's Luella.